Hello everyone. So today we are going to start with a new topic called column and strut, and weightage for this topic is 8 to 10 marks. So in this video lecture I will be discussing difference between column and strut, how to find effective length using end condition, and what are the steps used to solve a numerical. So let us start with the difference. A column is defined as a vertical compression member, whereas a strut is defined as inclined or horizontal compression member. The length of column is more, whereas the length of strut is less. Length to diameter ratio for a column is greater than 3. Length to diameter ratio for a strut is less than 3. Failure in column is due to buckling, whereas failure in strut is due to crushing. Load carrying capacity of a column is more. Load carrying capacity of a strut is less. Vertical member of a frame is called column, whereas inclined member of a truss is called strut. Now let us see what are the end conditions and how to find effective length. When both end conditions are hinged, effective length LE is equal to original length of the column. When both ends are fixed, effective length is equal to L by 2, original length of column, divided by 2. When one end is fixed and other is hinged, effective length is equal to L by root 2. When one end is fixed while other is free, LE is equal to 2 times of original length of column. So these are the end conditions and these are the formula that are supposed to be used to find effective length. Now let us see the steps to solve numerical. So the first step is to find basic properties of section, that is we need to find the area of section, we need to find the centroid x bar and y bar, and we need to find inertia about y axis. The second step is to find direct stress, that is sigma O, and sigma O is equal to P upon A, where P is the given load and A is the area of section. Third step is to find bending moment, and the formula for bending moment is P into E into sec LE by 2 under root of P by EI. Here E is equal to eccentricity where the load is acting. The fourth step is to find bending stress sigma B, and the formula for sigma B is M upon IYY into x bar. And the final step is to find stresses at extreme fiber, the formula for which sigma max is equal to sigma O plus sigma B and sigma minimum is equal to sigma O minus sigma B.